Okay, we got Bugee and SpareHands. This set was played last night. So we're watching the Rex. 2, maybe 3 Rex. So don't spoil it if you know what's happened. And hopefully we get some good fun. So SpareHands is in the chat, so you can feel free to talk about what you're thinking as things happen. But obviously don't spoil the big things. Feel free to, if you were thinking something in the moment about what you're planning to do, feel free to mention that. But otherwise, that's what we've got. So Golden Swamp, Copenhagen, both been banned. Buggy takes Migration, SpareHands Aquarina, and Pacific Islands neutral map. Essentially, if we have a look at these 3 maps, and if I look at the entire map pool, this is my dream draft. This is my dream draft right here. My fellow Bug taking the best map in Age of Empires. Then the opponent taking what is my second favorite map. And then the admin bans into what's left. Actually, even if it was Passage, between Passage and Pacific Islands, end up with like my third favorite map. I would just be absolutely in awe overseeing these 3 maps. Brilliant stuff. Civs. What are we going to see Civ-wise? Holy, okay. I reckon it's Pacific Islands to start. So that'll be Armenians here. And, oh god, Buggy's got some interesting maps here. Sorry, interesting civs here. Pacific Islands. How does Pacific Islands start? Khmer. I have a feeling Khmer. Oh, because he's picked Migration home map. I feel like Khmer could be. Oh, ignore the ban. Oh, that's all good. What did we lose? We lost Vikings, so no Viking shenanigans on Aquarina. Otherwise, we didn't lose too much. Actually, Portuguese went undrafted. They're pretty strong on Aquarina, and so are the Chinese. Just a little hint there. I do like the Chinese play on Aquarina because the boar starts so close that you can really get away with very little idle time, because you can just drop a boar underneath. And yeah, you're pretty quick into making vills. And then you can just roll into your deer after the first boar, which is quite nice. So, anyway, I've got to pick a civ here. I think Pacific Islands, geez, Huns, maybe? Yeah. Hate galleys. Malians? I don't know. Byzantines feel like Aquarina. I don't know where we're going to start for Buggy, so I'm just going to load a game up, I think. And you can all enjoy what it says when it happens. Welcome along. It's Div3 week 3. We're going to have... Can we have an ELO check for both players, please? Now, SpareHands, I believe, is New Zealand. You can double check that for me or confirm that for me. You're in the chat. Let me know. Buggy is from Adelaide. Absolute legend. 1, 3, 4, 5 or something. And then Buggy doesn't play enough 1v1s, so he gets the Mystery 1300 attached to his name. because if you don't play enough 1v1s, I didn't spell mystery correctly. Well done. Mystery. Mystery? Now it looks wrong. Far out. Yep, that's correct. Now that I fix that up. Really doesn't make me look awfully bright when I can't spell a simple word like that. I'll just quickly show what has changed here. So when this game loads up, you can see that some Gaia-ish fish traps end up in the corner. The players don't see this. It just shows immediately as it starts. So you can't actually dock in these spots now. So even if the players wanted to, they wouldn't be allowed to dock in what are these just safe ponds. If it does, even if it is allowed, it is outlawed and it would be an admin loss if you started fish trap booming in here. You may fish trap boom anywhere else in the map, on the map, if you wish. Okay, we're underway. We've got SpareHands and Bugee, Pacific Islands. Question will be, what will their builds be? What are they going to play it as? It's very nice. It's very nice stuff. Very nice start. Is the comment in the chat is, I think Bug won't dock. Now, before we start getting the beery allegations, this is not me. This is absolutely not me. So, just because there's a second Bug that's from Adelaide, it's just purely a coincidence. It's not me. You wouldn't catch me playing Huns on this map. Okay, so what do we got? We got 5 on wood, 6 on food. Didn't see the transport. Interesting. Well, now you have. You start with the transport on this map. In comes the boar. Transport starts having a look. This is good timing because this is dock timing. And we've already seen SpareHands take out a Vil on this map before. And hopefully he doesn't lose a transport here. Now it's 1 HP a hit. It won't go down. We'll see the dock here. But Buggy's going to protect his Vil with his scout. So we shouldn't see too many problems. Going to run under TC. Using the little hold down tab as Thrillo suggested. Thank you for that comment. That's very nice. And there we go. Runs away. 2 islands in the middle. This one clearly larger than the other one. So if you scout the 2, you may want to go to the larger one first. Or maybe you assume your opponent goes to the larger one and you may get the closer one, smaller one for free. But a lot more gold up the top. Looks like there's 6 gold piles, 3 stone piles. And here we've got 3 gold and 1 stone. Fair bit of wood. Boars, 2 boars here. And yeah, there's 3 boars on this map. So on this island, lots more to play around with if you want it. Otherwise, it's make Vils. Hopefully make Vils. And eventually transport out and make army. 20 plus loom, timing of 21 plus loom. Not too bad. Up we go. On this map, it's either 20 no loom or 19 with loom, and maybe 4 fishing ships. You can do it a few different ways if you're playing Feudal Age. Perfect timings. Oh, look at the micro. Just going to try and be a menace with the transports. Three bills come over. Scouts are looking around. I think they know the other scout is there. But for now, just having a little look. And we can see the scouting looks a bit nicer. I think worked out what is the larger of the two islands. And Bugee, I think, is figuring out the size of this top island, but also hasn't transported yet. And he's adding a lot of fishing ships. That looked a lot like Auto Scout. Now, I don't know if that was... I don't know if I said that was an assumption, but it did look a lot like Auto Scout. Just based on what was scouted. Lots of fishing ships. I think this is too many, too early. We need more docks. I guess there's another dock here, but... really heavy on water. 25 vils. Hold up. Is this like an FC? I think we're going to be too slow for an FC, right? Oh, maybe not. You can kind of get away with it. If your opponent's not thinking... Sorry, that's a bit harsh. If your opponent is not super, like, on it, army, etc., you can do 25 vils and get away with it pretty quickly. It's just about how do you react when you see that timing. And in my mind, again, it's so hard to do though. Like, say archers are out, and that bloody mule cart things. This villager is just not moving. Look at that. That's disgusting. That's not your fault, by the way. That's just a stupid mule cart bug. This doesn't happen with lumber camps. This is ridiculous. Moving idle, like the idle time is just so rough. Eventually it clears itself out. Yeah, I mean, in this moment, if you know, or if you're awake to it, I guess if you're on ships, or if you're on forward ships, you can start killing the fish. You can drop some army on to the home island and start idling the home island. I think the plan here is going to be knights. And the timing on the knights, though, is going to be scary. There's going to be some scary timing on the knights. Pretty clean, actually. I think maybe one more vil in Feudal Age than planned. I don't think you should FC on this map. But that doesn't mean that it can't work. I think the same way that other maps, and we may end up seeing it with Aquarina, where you can FC, and my mind goes towards the FC is slightly better than the fast feudal on that map. I think this one is the other way, where I think the castle, the FC is viable, but the fast feudal should be better. But, in saying that, Castle Age is on the way, and a second TC is coming down. And because Buggy's added so many fish, he's actually got a decent eco lead. I mean, he's farming. We got a rhino here. We don't. I guess we can farm, but we probably didn't need to. And yeah, but you can see the timing advantage. The galley. So there's a galley here, so he hasn't contested water. Yeah, I feel like we need to be contesting water. And a third TC straight into it. Okay, we've got 15 on food, so we're going to be able to afford a lot. Yeah, I think the problem here, if I look at it, SpareHands, is not taking out the water. Because the fish are still working. They're not working amazingly, but they're working. So it's still 11 fishing ships. Maybe they're working at the speed of 7 villages, but it's still working at a level. And early on, of course, it was working a little bit faster. If he redocks around the sides, then he's got a bit more fish to chase as well. But now it's... Oh, yeah, okay. Archery range, blacksmith. It's going to slow the timing down. Yeah, I need to see... Need to see how many of the fish helped out there. And if it was necessary, or if just a couple of home farms would do a better job than adding... You know, because if you're going to spend 75 on a fishing ship, could you just drop a farm instead? And then you don't need to have as many on wood to make the fishing ships. And you can have them on food. It's a balancing act. I don't mind the build in the end. He's done well. Buggy has done well, and he's up, and he's going to start building an eco lead here. Although, to be fair, you do have the island. It is a smaller island, but you do have an island. The Huns are on water. Taking out the dock. It's good. This is a fun map for this purpose. Because I think there are viable alternative strategies. There's ways you can play it, the ways that this map looks so different based on how 1 or 2 players choose to behave in the first 10 or from minutes 8 to 15. How you behave in that moment can decide a lot. Do you stay at home? Do you land the same island? Do you land different islands? Do you not, like, you both just not land at all? How heavy do you start trying to play water and get water control? How much do you send off your home island? There's a fast imp sort of timing in this as well, by the way. And we're trying to TC here, which is not bad because we've got archers. Getting crossbow now. So, good map. Good fun map. Hard map to play. And we're going to level up here, but look at the vil difference already. 20 vils the difference. The 3 TCs, they are just booming away. Knights on the way out. Knights are going to be strong. Maybe a church would have gone pretty well for Armenians here. Is there a church coming up here? No. I guess, what do we see? What do we know? Don't know about the stables. That's unfortunate. If we knew about the stables, then we could go into a church and monks. Because as the Huns, it could be cav archers, right? If it's cav archers, then you don't want monks. You want skirms, and you'd be on the right buildings. Buggy's got the naval control. He's actually patrolling in a nice area. Because it is just splitting the eco. It's splitting this triangle that SpareHands has right now. But the action's here for now. Knights are out. Castle ready to go. Oh, that could be scary. Castle drop right here. Takes out so much. Vills are probably going to start coming forward for it as well. 66 Vills. Got to keep making them, boy. We got 13. We got 4 TCs. We got 13 on food. And 12 of them are fishing ships. We need to get 24. 6 per TC. Oh no, that's a serious raid. And there's that castle on the hill. This could be a problem. That's a lot of vills sent. This castle's going up, and it may even see a tap out. There's the Hun castle. Will we see Tarkans? That's the question. Still have the other island. This is true. This is true. It just gets very hard and very frustrating when your investment here is taken apart. And the farms are coming out. Look at that. Very nice. I wish I would have liked the farms to be on this island, because this island is easier to hold on to, and now there's a lot of vills that need to find new jobs. 26 of them. Lumber camp there, go to wood, and start dropping farms at the same time. This castle goes up. Armenians get a home. They get the bottom island. Can start adding TCs. Going to lose what's here, but that's okay. That happens. Nothing on gold. Another castle ready to go. Where would you drop castle number 2? I don't mind it if it was, say, just in a very annoying... Maybe like here, protecting these minerals. So you can go again. Oh no, the church drops out the relic. The free relic for the Armenians may now become a relic for the Huns. Actually, there was a comment. It was by JJ, who played in our Div 4 show match. Could you see the Huns get played on Splash Random for the atheism tech, unique tech, which never gets used, but Wonder Relic Victory adds 100 years? Could you play them and just think, oh, if I get unlucky here, this could be a way out? Huns get Bracer. Huns get Galleon. They get Drummons without Siege Engineers, so like Byzantines. They get Dry Dock. They get Carini. Okay, they don't get Shipwright, so they're not going to be great in like late imp water, where you're just throwing ships at everything. But they don't have an awful navy. I think it just affects the other civ. The opponents. Enemy. I think it's just enemy stuff. I'm fairly confident it wouldn't affect your own countdown. Because I think you can't get it. You need to get it once a countdown's begun, from memory of having played the Hun campaign. You don't want to get it if you get the tech and then a wonder is built. It doesn't happen. So it's only for any active wonder or relic countdown, I believe. Unless the ones in the future already just start plus 100 years. But Someone will have to confirm that, but I believe it was a case of it's just whatever's active, and it's a one-time thing. Castle here, I like this. Oh, that was a sneak attempt from Bugee. It's not quite worked. It's got a massive advantage here, though. Needs to click up. There's a little bit of everything, but needs to click up. Has a lot of wood in hand. On hand. Decent Navy control as well. This does look very strong. Galleys are going to do some work here. Extra arrow for Armenians, so they will help out in those fights. And there's no bodkin for Bugee. Some good walls. Villagers struggling to find some work to do. There's 53 of them on this island now. And here there are 34. You can see how barren this island gets. Watch your galleys, you reckon? Alright, let's follow the... Oh no! What's in there? Oh, just lands. That could have been a disaster for Bugee. And how much are we going to clear up? The Tarkans are still going to go to work. The Rams. I think we need to clear the Tarkans first. Bring them towards the shore. The Vils can take out the Rams. No ballistics. Oh no. Oh, they're all missing. All those shots are missing. Tarkans have to run inboard. There is a barracks here. So you can make some spears. We're not garrisoned. Oh no, we're not garrisoned. We need a garrison. Uh-oh. 9 eco kills. If they're all going down. We're not garrisoned at all. Oh no. Up to Imp. And the GG's called. That'll be game 1. It's Bugee. Good game, that one. Nice strategy. Ends up getting the chocolates. Nice idea, nice fast boom. And with the Huns as well. A civ that you don't see a lot of. Remember, as this tournament hits its best of 5, best of 7s, the civ draft depth is going to need to be we need to be drafting into the depths of things a little bit later down the pecking order. We're going to have a couple more admin bands in the best of 5. You'll draft an extra 2 civs each, so going to have to start thinking a little bit deeper beyond just our top naval civs. But very good game. I think, I don't mind that you tapped out here. I think that's okay. I think you're in a lot of trouble. You're going to lose your TC here. Probably lose every Vil here until you run them away. So, you're in a lot of trouble here, I think. So, I think that was right to tap out. Alright, I'm going to go get game number 2. And let's have a look at how this has spawned. Everything looks largely normal there. And looks largely normal there as well. Very nice. Very happy. Get neutral ports. Get Greek army, Gaia Greek army tents, because why not? And now we see how they play. So it's 1-0 for Buggy. Deer will be coming in. Oh, they ran away. There we go. Back on it. 5 on food. 1 moving to wood. I imagine they'll see 5 stay on. Yeah, there we go. We got there. Generally speaking, it's 5 to food here, and then you start going to wood because the deer speed of the gather rate when you're on deer compared to sheep means you only need 5, not 6. And then going to wood means you can get your ships, your fishing ships out quicker. And that's what we're seeing now. Bengalis are going to go do that. House will come down. A couple houses go down. And it should be ready to go. Fishing chips. Yes, on the way. A bit faster for purple. You can start pumping these out. You also get the nice little addition on this map. We have some oysters. Keen to see if they're used in any fashion or not. And until we get any serious action, we're going to just stay on the 2x speed. You get to see their idle times. You can see their stuff coming in. Loom coming in, 20 vils. Is that an attempt to go fast feudal then? And we need a house. House gets rushed down. Oh no, a little bit of idle time kind of creeping in. We left this boar very early as well. And there we go, back onto it. Very nice. Adding ships. No, both players are going to stick. So 23 vils for Buggy. And 23 for SpareHands, but with a bit more idle time. And I don't think Loom was in here. No. So they'll be up to feudal at a similar time. A meta on this map is still being established, but it looks like both players are going to go FC here. Adding a whole lot of fish, going to gold. Who needs Loom on Aquarina? I tend to agree. You don't need Loom on Aquarina. Just win water. Bang, bang, and up we go. Ah, I forgot the mill. Ah, I forgot the mill. It happens to everyone. And as a result... And he forgot his mill. Yeah. No, they're up. So, Buggy's up. Ever so slightly faster. The mill. It's always the damn mill. Galleys and fires. This is why, to prevent forgetting the mill, drop a mill and send 2 vils to shorefish. That's the way I would never forget the mill. We're getting galleys, we're getting fires, and once they start moving out, once someone decides they wish to move out, we will slow this down. Alright, let's slow this down. Let's start talking about what we're going to see in action here. Byzantines faster, firing fires, Bengalis regenerating ships. It's extremely good. So now they get to fight. Oh no, but we have to micro our galleys or we're going to have some trouble. Byzantine fire ships. Tough to stop. Gillnets, war galley. I like Gillnets, 9 fishing ships. It's not too bad. Fires walk back. More galleys produced. Vils. Keep making vils. And keep making ships. Get a third dock. We got 3 docks here. We've got 3 docks here, so just keep going with that. I'd love a demo. Will we see a demo this game? Oh, there's Fletching just coming in. Careening would also go down pretty well. At least for the Byzantine player it would. Given the opponent is on galleys. Otherwise, this should just be 1 TC army. That's the way this works out from here. If you want to play ships, this is the way to play ships. And then from there, you can try to take some middle map advantage. Maybe drop a castle here. Maybe get out to the side. You can start trading if you hit the sides. You can see, actually, relics. You don't normally see people go for relics on this map. And the trade cog. Oh, we're doing it again. Buggy. He did it last set. He made a trade cog on this map. I think he's got a trade cog hotkey that he's accidentally hitting. And at least on this map, there is a way to use it. You can use a trade cog on this map. It's just, if you're going to accidentally hit the button, yeah, I would not have a trade cog hotkey. Because they're so infrequent that if you want to make them, you can make them, but you don't want to accidentally make them. And now we're going to have a new ship from sometime next year. You're going to want your own Hulk hotkey. So you need that to have... yeah, you want to have a hotkey for a Hulk. And you probably want it next to your galleys and your fire galleys, so there's that as well. There's trade cog doing some work. Buggy loves his team games. Okay, well in that case, if you want a trade cog hotkey, you need to have it not next to the other hotkeys. You need to have it somewhere else. But even then, I think it's infrequent enough where you can select all docks and just hold down shift and take it from there. Uni, probably for ballistics. Catarns on water for early Hulk bonus. I think it will get some use in some cases. So the more the land hybrids, so like a Four Lakes is probably a great example, where a Hulk getting forging on that map is really nice. But you tend to not play Catarns on hybrid maps because you want to use the farm pasture bonus, right? And if you're playing water and you're fishing, then you don't really, you're not using your bonus. So yeah, maybe Golden Swamp is a better option, better thought then, because it's not one that you're really fishing on, but it's one that you'll be fighting for map control with. So the Hulks may get that use there. And I think I showed on Thursday, the Hulk, when you get forging, it's actually +3. It's not +1. Because it's 3 ropes each doing 5 damage. So if you get forging, then it's +2. It's essentially +6. So it's an extremely nice bonus for the Catans. I wouldn't be surprised if Hulk's got a small nerf before it got a full release. They are very strong. Both players on galleys. We have a galley war. We have castle res for spare hands. I wonder if he'll try to take the middle with that. I think the answer is yes. There's a transport out. It's just about finding the location now. If you can drop a castle there, that'd be really nice. This would be the place. This would be the place, but if you can drop it here, it's actually quite good. Oh, second TC out the side. Don't normally see that. Is that a barracks? It's a barracks. Byzantine barracks. Oh no, we're gonna get wolfed. Gonna get wolfed down. Vil has loom, so should win this with no issues. And the castle is going to be forward, dock forward. This is strong. Buggy's getting relic stuff coming in, but yeah, double ballistics now and just overwhelming number of ships. And you can see the number here ever so slightly go up with the Bengali bonus. It just helps out. It just means if you don't take out a ship, look at the HB regen on its own. The Vils, the people on the ship, they're just working away to repair what they're on, eh? Castle takes so much space away. At 49 Vils to 54. Galleys are working away really hard. Docks are going down. I think this is a win for SpareHands on his home map. At least at some point, there will be a tap out, I think. Although, oh, spotted? No. Just fortunate, just like really aware. Just aware to be like, oh, what's a lose condition here? Good match awareness. How can I lose this game? I can lose this game if army comes in on the side. And that's really, really, really smart, I think. Like, it's blind. Yep, it's... You could say it's fortunate. You check the other side. Yeah. Yeah, you vaguely checked the other side. You saw there was an exit. Did you know there was an exit here? No. But yeah, I don't mind it. Get around it. Now we just need to see Imp. Is this Phil walking around here? Monk, sorry. Monk's going to come all the way around here, I think. Battering rams in queue. Imp. We need Imp. Please. I like the fishing underneath this dock as well. We need Imp, though. Oh, he's found the side. Yeah, I love this. I love this. This is really good. There's so much fish in the middle, and if you've got the control in the middle, you may as well use it. There's Imp. There we go. Byzantines are going to struggle now. The TC on the side's been spotted. I think Buggy's realised the Rams are the only route through now, and he's going to take this opportunity. Rams will work away at the walls, but it might be too slow. Ah, yes, your scouts there. Very good stuff. Can force down the towers now. They're only watchtowers. I think you can even land and drop a workshop. take out all this. And then he'll have nothing left. Be interesting to see... No, not spotted here. And the trade cogs. There we go. Check them out. Boom. And now what? Is there a response to this? The response will be another layer of walls. No, they're going to the port and they're working their way back. I'll just check the main game, let you know what the count is on that. 21. So, 21 gold per trip. Just add more galleys. Click up. Get chemistry quickly. Get cannon galleons out on the field. And then these guys can't do anything. I mean, they can't do much now because you can just play galleon. Loom! Didn't have loom. Look at that. How you don't need loom until that time. Very nice. You know what else would fly here? A demo. Blow this up. But who's to know? This game is surprisingly Vilza level, but yes, game is called because the water control is too important. Very hard to sneak around the side. The only way I think you can sneak around the side, I think you need to drop a castle on this side. You drop a castle on this side and you Khmer ballista cut in Castle Age your way around. That's your way through. But anyway. That takes a lot of time. But if you just wanted to control the side, you just make one ballista Ellie and you just slowly work your way through because you've already got some holes in here, so you don't have to take down every single tree. You make a path and you run in. Boom. Idle everything. Sneaky, but that's a way you could do it. Otherwise, the land attacks are very hard to get done. Like this around the sides, you really have to force your way in or maybe tower rush your way through with a civ that gets good towers, but in imp it all just gets taken down at the end of the day. We're going to have a game number 3 between these two. How lovely. How lovely is that? I'll quickly go grab game 3 for everyone. It will be on migration. Actually, before we do that, we'll just have a look at what we had here. So we had Pacific Islands, Aquarina, migration game 3. We'll just take a look at the civs that were played. So the Huns were played on map 1. They got up. Armenians were played on map 1 and they lost. Bengalis map 2 with a win. And Byzantines map 2 with a loss. This will be for migration, and Khmer were taken right at the start. I guess maybe it's going to be Khmer. I would prefer Malians, but could be Khmer. Either way, should be good, and we should be ready to go for game number 3. And it will be the Khmer against the Italians. Let's get Capture age up and running. Let's have a look at what we've got. Game 3 between these two players. Best of 3. A win would be quite nice. To get them the set win. And put them in a much better position to qualify for the top 8. And in a strong position in the top 8 as well. Oh, there's a rally point being annoying. We will largely slide our way through the Dark Age here. In we go. Nice. Start bringing in the next sheep and lure the deer in. 47. Uh-oh, we might be short here. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. I think we're going to be a little bit short. Bring a sheep in. Good call. Take some wood. Why not? Yep, I think that's the best way to do it. That's not too bad. The extra wood means we can go to the dock earlier. Nice little shift queue there. And a house on this side. Keep making vills. Fishing ships coming out for both now, which is nice. Last few deer coming in. Housed. Yep, it happens. So easy to get housed. 10 on wood. Start pumping out fishing ships now. Second dock. It was really interesting to see the timings from the pros on this map. Where... So I played Tato on Thursday. And this is my favourite map. And I'm going up on 23 vills. And that's my FC timing. 23 vills. And he's going up 27. I believe he was. May have even been 28. And my thinking is that the timing on 27 is extremely slow. I think they're also late because they know that their opponent's going to do the same thing. And they're making... So I'm still making like 11-ish, 12 fishing ships, depends on the sieve. And he's up at like 3 or 4 more, which is not it's not a ridiculous amount more. And I don't think that is worth the timing disadvantage. I thought the way I had played that early was actually really good. I just didn't take out fish. Had I taken out some fishing ships, it would have been better instead of just fighting the other hulks. Because my timings are better. My timings are going to be better on all the other things I want to do. So I didn't mind it. I think if I should have maybe guessed the whole Viking longboat thing. And if I was up against a generic Civ, it would have been nice to see how that would have played out. A generic naval Civ, sorry. And maybe things would have played out a little bit longer at the very least. Because yeah, those longboats are strong. Buggy's on the way up here. 1 lumber camp. I think that's perfectly viable. We've got 2 on this side. Probably better long term. And again, so this is the other thing that you see from top players where they're going to go 2 lumber camps, whereas my builds are a 1. I'm a 1 lumber camp build. But both players playing this pretty standard. Pumping out fishing ships. Going FC. I really like the timings that you can get by being faster, right? The way I see it is, I want to go up at a speed as fast as I can, which also allows me to afford what I need to afford as soon as I'm up. Oh, got to attack, move our way through, and it's 2v1. Yeah, I think, look, I think if you're going to go up 26, 27 vills, you should go up with 15 fishing ships. And is there 3 docks? Because I'd go up with 3 docks as well. At that timing, this is the way you do it. You've just got to go super heavy on the fish and the docks because you want to get through them, right? You want to get that food eco really rolling. But it also means that as soon as you land, you need to start making units with that food because you have so much food. Oh, denied. 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 In the transport. Smooth. Fires are fighting. Upgrades. 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 Where are the upgrades? Oh, sold stone as well. I didn't see that. Upgrades. Where are the upgrades? We're getting loom. What about the other upgrades? We want the... This is where we want the timing advantage on Castle Age ships. Here we go. Fighting the scouts. One scout's going to have to give this one up. They're on level ground. I don't think Buggy knew they were on level ground there. Vill's coming back. Spearmen are out. Oh, that's the same Vill. No. No. And it goes down. It was the same Vill. Spotted. That's awkward. But we still don't have Castle Age ships yet. And I think this gets cleared up. Need to keep pumping them out. Yep, there it is. There's War Galley. So still going to have good War Galley timing. TC. Oh, I don't like this. I don't like this. This is where you get stuck. If you stay here too long, you get stuck and you never get off. So he doesn't see a lot, but I think you need to try and get out as quickly as you can. Redocking the sides. I like it. There's a timing advantage. Start sending them in. Let's go. Oh, transport may go down there. Fires up against each other. Good for purple. Working away on that stable, those 2 scouts. Idle times are largely pretty good for these 2 players. As I say that, Buggy's got 7 vills queued in 1 TC and none in the other. Oh, he's housed. He's housed. It was really good until he was housed for a minute. Demo ship queued. Lovely stuff. Stable's going to go up. Get light cav roaming the island. Maybe some outposts. And I'd love some more TCs or at least some stone or imp. Either way. I mean, imp's not that far away. 2 buildings are needed, but then as soon as the 2 buildings get put down, should have the rest of the res. New villas to gold. And can get a really good imp timing here, I think. Is that what we're doing? Not yet. Yep, there's a monastery. That's good. Monastery, uni, and up. Oh, demo. Demo. Demo wants in. 245 damage. It's not bad. Oh, next one. Nah, they split. Split too much. So this is the problem now, where Bugee is going to be... Well, actually, in saying that, he's got that villa, that stable up now with the Vil. Just keep throwing fire ships at this. Also throw a couple the other side as well. You just throw 2 around that side, because if we look at what... SpareHands hasn't done the loop on that side yet. So I'd love to see that. Oh, transport may go down. Now, how do you get off the island? This is where it'd just be really nice to be able to send 20 ships to the other side. 1 building, once the uni comes in, is that, no, those are houses. Uni, and you're going to be quite close to clicking up. Be able to sell some food and go up. I think I like this in SpareHands position here. Demo. Not bad. In the middle, houses, knights, monks. Monks getting relics, and relics are good. See what Bugee sees, and the answer is not enough. And SpareHands sees a fair bit more. No town watch yet. Uh-oh. And I think both scouts are going to go down there. Castle on the shoreline. I think this is pretty necessary. This will be spotted. Oh, will it? Yes, it will. This is spotted now. But the problem for Bugee here is getting... How do you get out? How do you get off the island now? Like, 1 Vil, wherever he is, or she is, doesn't cut it. There it is. 1 villager here doesn't cut it. You can't, like, reboom well with 1 in the middle. So he can have the Vils, but he's going to get stuck. He's going to get stuck very soon. And we're making trade cogs. This is why we need to change. This is why it all needs to change. You can't, gotta move the hotkey, man. Move or remove. At the very least, it needs to move. Because we end up spending res on this. And a galley switch now for the Italians. Not bad. Getting Bodkin. Oneville is going to try and boom in the middle. You can see the Reds Collected's nice. The Ville lead is nice. The map control is not. And if you can't fight in the middle, you eventually get stuck. All these galleys will go down. Oh no, well aware. Ballistics isn't in yet. Actually, University's not up yet to get ballistics. Auto farm in use for Bugee at the top there. The one Ville TC still going up ever so slowly. But I think it will happen eventually. There it is. Just clicked. Just finished on the mini-map. Galley micro, important. Converting the stable. No, Spearman. Is the plan to convert the stable? Have we got redemption? No redemption yet. I like that. That's the plan. That's good. Nah, it's all good. I like that. That's a good idea. Redemption is a very nice tech. You're on monks. I'd just love to see a uni and ballistics. I think that would be the next step here. There's redemption. And Bugee is very low on food. Gonna go to the next castle. These vills need a gather point, firstly, and secondly, they need to go to food. Oh, here we go. 2 monks coming across. Here come the conversions. Stable gets converted. Too many galleys. Even the fires are struggling here. And the galleys aren't being microed. Castle res here. More docks around the side. Lovely. You can send the fish out that way now. Just still need a uni and ballistics. Just can't click up until we get a uni or a castle. 2 relics in. I assume we see the other ones. We see 2 more. And we see all 3. So we see the remaining 3 relics. And yeah, here comes the attempt to jump across. And another castle. Okay, this is the next evolution of how do you survive in this game. If one problem is you need to find a way to stabilize your homeland and get back on water, this is the way to do it. The next part of this is you need to get a presence on the other island. And this is the way to do that, a castle. That is the best way to do it, and even better, castle on the hill. I still think Bugee's in trouble, but I think this is the only way you can do it. Oh, is that going to be... That's not going to get converted, right? Ville's in trouble here. So, I'd send the farm, send all the Villes, 20 of them, and just force this madman down. You just got to try. Yeah, Archer's probably good as well. Archers are good because they'll take out the monks. Yeah, you almost did. Almost did. Have we got... Still don't have a uni, but the castle's on the way up, and or about to be on the way up, and it will take out the TC. Oh, that's gotta be... They've got to be so careful. Quick walls? Quick walls. I like it. Quick walls come in. Oh, got to finish off the quick walls. Yep, do. It's good. We'll actually get... Buggy will get to fight downhill with Trebs if we get there. Both players are actually able to get to Imp. Buggy's not out the game now. Given he can buy some food to click up, he won't be too far behind. And then it will just become a Treb war. It's got the Ville lead. 100 Villes are enough on this map. At least when it comes to getting up to him. Yeah, the uni timing is a problem. I think in this exact moment where the opponent's got a castle, like you could even prep masonry if you want to as you're on the way up. You want to get chemistry quickly for the Trebs or bombard cannons. I think Italians get bombard cannons. Yep. Archers are working away here. And that there's... Oh no, it's a workshop. Not a uni and another TC. So now we're in a position... Buggy's found his way onto the island. And this game is still alive, people. Oh, look, it's a problem of mine as well. The priorities. Like, I've just said masonry there. You don't need it. Like, I don't think it's something that people would say, oh, you've got to get masonry here. It's just it's probably one of those things that I think about and I go, oh, you know, just a little bit of extra protection on your castle because the castle war is going to be important. But people would say, oh, just get more Trebs. I like this castle here. I think that's on a hill. Good imp timing. Okay, Trebs. Trebs are now important. This is why we're in imp. We're in imp for Trebs. Got no one on wood. How's that happened? How's that 0 on wood? Oh, Villes are struggling. Oh, and we're being denied a castle on this side. This is awkward now. Shipwright careening, handcart. Probably didn't need Shipwright. We probably needed Trebs before we needed Shipwright. Because this is the timing, right? The timing is on him. And this is how Buggy gets back into the game. Archers have done a little bit of work, the ones that are roaming around here. Oh, nice mangonel. Just in time to see that one. And they go down. Rangers. Rams. Uh-oh, this is unprotected. Ballista. And archers. You're gonna... Castle needs to get the archers. Somehow. Just gonna have to force these down. This game's not over. And you can see Buggy hits him straight into Trebs. I think that's the experience you're talking about there. The knight will help here. Knight's important. Force that guy down. Repair the castle now. Yep. And start pumping out Trebs. And it looks like you've largely recovered it. Knights are good. He's not on Halb or Pike. So the Knights are good. The Lister Ellies, if they get massed, they'll be hard to stop, but he's got to make Trebs. Trebs are more important. Oh, Scorpion's working hard there. And you can see how working away uphill a lot less fun than working downhill. Knight goes down. Scorp, Ellie Scorp. He's good. Still a little bit going on the outside. There's the galleys. The galleys could be killing a lot of this. And the other reason about chemistry, which goes completely unnoticed and unthought of many, many times, is you get chemistry, you get cannon galleons. You can't stop your cannon galleons. You park your galleys here. You can take out some docks. They can protect cannon galleons. At least you're producing Trebs. It's 3 Trebs v 3 Trebs now. But fighting uphill, and I think... yeah, that will go down. And score levels up. $118 bills to 108. Both players need to start spending res. Drop production buildings. Start securing res. Chemistry coming in. I love it. So, it's not quite Pacific Islands where the water control's super, super important. Because you don't have that river in the middle, right? So, there's less... with a river in the middle, you range a little bit more, whereas you kind of have a bit more safety from the cannon galleons. And just generic galleons. But it's still quite handy to have. How are we going here? Still some wood to be taken down here. Barracks. Yeah. Oh, Jembo. Jembo's a good option here because he's on Cav now. Yeah, just going Jembo Arb against their Arb. I think that's good. Finally. Ballistics. Cannon Galleons has been thought of. That's awesome. Jembo is such a good unit. Oh no. Treb's denying the castle. Chemistry's in. Now, did Buggy have chemistry? No. Which means these Trebs stay alive. Castle needs repairs. Castle needs repairs. Uh-oh. Castle's not getting repairs. Maybe. Hold on. It might hold on. Is it actually just... no way, it's going to hold on. Oh my god, Treb goes down. That's crazy. What a hold. That went down to double-digit HP. And now there's 2 castles, and now SpareHands is safe. That is a crazy hold. These trebs can't hit, though, to take out the last one. Far out. Hit the damn thing. There we go. Oh my god, that went down to... That went down to not much at all. Let's just look at that one back. That hit 78, that said, I think. Even less. 70. It went down to 70 HP, the castle. That is so fortunate to hold on to that. Or just perfect timing, you could also say. Perfect timing to hold on to that one. Workshop coming forwards. Capped Ram coming in. Okay, where are the Cannon Galleons doing their work? Nice, I like this as well. Home Island. You can cut out a lot of eco here. These guys have got nowhere to go. Fast fires are being prepped. Third castle. Get the Gembo rolling here. Or the... We need something rolling. Gembo, Trebs. Bit low on gold, but it is 3 relics. And is that pretty much it? There's not really much else. Maybe selling some food will be good just to keep some production rolling on something that's gold related. We're going to need, yeah, Pike's probably good, but Gembo are the ones here. Gembo will take out the light cav as well. Until he makes... If you're making Gembo, forces the opponent onto something else, right? Make 200 Hussar? Well, you can make Hussar as well as the Italians, that's right. Actually, I don't know how well the Gembo go against the Ballista Elephants. I assume they'll get some bonus damage the same way they get damage to other cav. But it's about how much more. Yeah, I don't mind. Yeah, these guys are doing a little bit of work, but they're not doing enough for my liking. T90 official. First time chat. Hello. Someone explain the event name to me. I'm an ignorant American. Well, Girt By Sea are lyrics of the Australian national anthem. Welcome along as well. So, that is where the Girt By Sea name comes from. We have... Yeah, that's the idea behind it. We've got 3 divisions rolling. I don't know how much you seen on Liquipedia in amongst other competitions there, but our top division has got some of our best Australian players in it, those that you've seen. Seen in TTO as well. What is a Girt? Girt is surrounded by so Australia is surrounded by sea, surrounded by water. And yes, Magoob's in the chat there saying, check. Yes, I was the one that played Tato 2 nights ago in Thalassocracy. Can't say it went too well. But it went well on game 2. Game 2 I like. This map I like. Water Nomad I have not played at all. So that went awful. But I went alright on this map. But yeah, Tato's insane. But yeah, looks like I'll get back to these wrecks here just so the players feel like they're a bit happy. Looks like SpareHands is slowly going to take this one out. So much food in hand for both players. The siege ram's out. And the castles, the bombard cannons, there's still the cannon galleons working away. It does feel like Buggy's got one last stand on him. And T90, I think you will have seen, well, you did see, because you did respond to it, the special tourney prizes that we've got for this tournament here. So something that Thalassocracy doesn't have. You can see the little demo raft there. But Rapunzet created some of the 3D replicas that she posted on Reddit the other week. And yes, there's some really, really good stuff that some of these players will get to win. So our Div3 players are playing for a little demo raft. And we do have the bounty as well for the best demo hits in each division. Which is incredibly awesome. So there's going to be some great prizes. Thankfully, the shipping is largely going to be in Australia or New Zealand, which is great. And if Noz or Robo or Timber win Div 1, then we don't have any shipping because they're in Melbourne. So we can just hand it to them in person. This looks good for SpareHands here. I think Game 3 is going to go his way eventually. I just think Buggy was eventually too slow to get off the island. It's still got a very good presence here. But eventually, I think it's just going to get... There's too many ships. And everything's slowly getting taken down. If Tullen wins... And we have to ship to Germany, that will be awkward. But we'll make it work. But yes, they are amazing. The work that Rapunzet put into those are incredible. Like, it took her so long to put that together and had to learn so much, so many different things when it comes to the 3D printing and so many different skills about them. And yeah, she did amazing. It was like a 3-month project essentially to put them together. This lead-in had... I mean, the first idea for this tournament came back in March. And we finally got it together in October, November, which is extremely exciting. Oh, the siege rams working on boats, I think. It's gone down. And I think we're going to see a tap out very soon. I mean, it's got a lot of res. We're now working away here. Ville's eventually doing things. Yeah, we finally got the tournament ready to go, and then we find out Microsoft are putting $25,000 into another water tournament at the exact same time we wanted to run. So that's okay. They can live in our shadow. It's all good. It was all good fun. Well, next time you come to Oz, Melbourne is the place. It's yeah, very great. Very great place to be. But yeah, it was really, really, really exciting to get to play two games on the new water rework. Really excited to see the meta. It definitely felt better than what you get now. There seems like there's more variety available. I don't know how much you're casting of it, T90, but the rework so far from the games I have played and the games I've seen, it does feel really, really good. It feels like you just got more options. Fires outrun galleys now. Hulks seem like they're going to change the meta on small water, but that's no different to fires at the moment being the meta on small water. And the Hulks do seem strong, but they do have counters. Perth's nice, Magoo. I do like it. I've been a couple of times. I think we got one last stand of 30-odd light cav. It'd be nice if they were Hussar and had blacksmith upgrades. This island has been destroyed. I mean, look, you're playing in a tournament. You may as well play it out. And I think that just got denied. Forging got denied there from that blacksmith. 120 pop, like, you can play it. Here come the Hussar. Hussar's in. One last stand. 8 siege rams. And what can they do? Bombard cannon working away on the siege rams. The Genbo are working on the Hussar. And there's some condos out to raid a little bit more. One castle goes down. I don't think the second one will get taken out. We're actually not just pop cap. We're housed now after losing the castle. 100 pop. There's just full control. Full navy control. There's a cannon galleon just taking everything down. As soon as he builds a house, it goes straight down. It's... oh, that's so unfortunate. You're just stuck, like, right in the middle. There's still berries. Take some berries. We're nearly out of res. How much res we got left? 1,600 stone, 11k gold. Just in time for Hexy. Hexy and Improving Yeti. They've rescheduled for now, have they? 3 PM. Well, that's good. I'm going to need 5 minutes, I think. But, yeah. I think we may as well roll straight into it. I'm actually really intrigued by Hexy and Yeti. They both had 2 very interesting play styles so far this tournament. So I want to see the way they go about it. This will be really, really intriguing. But we'll just get to the end of this one. And then we'll talk more in depth about that. Buggy will tap out here. We can't see a win condition for him, and there it is. Okay. Well done, SpareHands. What a great set. Well done. 2-1. I think that's your first set win this tournament after 2-1 losses. So that's an important job there to get on the board. And you got to play on 3 very good maps. Played well 3 times. So good stuff on that. And yeah, very, very good set to watch. Another 2-1.